The definition of supply can help us to understand how does a supply curve look like. So we all know supply is coming from producers. So producers are supplying goods and services to match with the market demand. Producers supply goods for consumers to match with their demand. So when we look at producers, why do producers conduct this economic activity? Because they want to make a profit. So producers are supplying goods and services. Through that, they want to earn money. If you look at producers, how do they decide prices of a product? There are many approaches taken determine the market prices of a product, but when you look at producers, the most common approach taken by producers to decide the price of a product, price will be calculated considering the profit markup and the unit cost of production. So if you look at unit cost of production, this is the cost incurred when you're producing 1 unit of that particular product. So if you're a producer, what you always try to do, increase your profit markup. So let's say we keep our unit cost constant. We want to increase our profit, so what we should do? We should increase the prices. So let's take mathematical example. Let's say price of this product is 10 and this company has added 5 profit markup to the unit cost of 5. So without changing the unit cost, they want to increase the profit markup, then they can easily do that by increasing the price. So let's say they increase the price to 12. Now you can see the profit markup would go up and it will be increased to 7. So this is the simplest mechanism I can explain you why businesses increase prices. They increase prices to increase profitability. So if you apply this concept into supply, supply is the amount of goods and services producers are willing to and able to supply at a given price. Let's think about producers. If the market prices are increasing for a particular product, how they will respond to them. Now let's take an example. Assume price of a mobile phone is varying like this. They started with $600 and it went up to 700, it went up to 800, and even it can ended up at 900. So what can you think about quantities purchased when the prices are increasing? Let's assume at the price level of 600, consumers bought 10 million units of mobile phone. What do you think? If the prices went up to $700, what will happen to the quantity these producers are supplying to the market? Since this is a high price, they can gain higher profits, so they will increase the quantity they are supplying. Assume that went to 12 million. Now the market prices have gone up to $800. So this is again a high price than they expected. This will make them make more profits compared to $600 they started. So producers will be prepared to supply more to the market. If this price goes to 900, quantity supplied will increase further. Let's say it will end up at 16 million. If you look at this relationship between price and quantity supplied, assuming all other factors influencing supply remain constant, you can identify the relationship. When the prices moved up, what has happened to the quantity supplied to the market? Quantity supplied also has increased. In summary, you can see both variables are moving towards one direction. So this kind of relationship we call a positive relationship. If you look at price and quantity supplied has a positive relationship. So in simple words, we call this the law of supply. Price and quantity supplied has a positive relationship. If you look at this table I'm sharing with you, this table shows at different price levels, different quantities supplied by producers. Different price levels, different quantities. So this kind of a table, the information presented in a tabular format, we can call this a supply schedule. In simple terms, supply schedule is showing us different quantities of a product supplied at different prices. The importance of supply schedule that can help us to construct a supply curve. And it's fascinating how we can use a supply curve to explain positive relationship between price, that is the law of supply, and how quantity supplied will behave at different price levels. So what I'm going to do next, using the same supply schedule, construct a supply curve and show you how a supply curve would look like. Same as our demand curve, to construct a supply curve, we use price axis and quantity axis. So this is price, quantity, supply. Now let's construct our supply curve looking at the supply schedule we have in our left. We have 4 different prices starting from 600. So let's assume it goes 100 by 100, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 600, this is 700, this is 800, and this is 900. But if you look at our quantities, those are in millions, and it goes 10, 12, 14, 16 buys. So it goes 2 by 2. So let's assume 10 is here, 12, 14, and 16. So when the price is $600, the quantity supplied is 10. When the price is $700, quantity supplied is 12. When the price is 800, quantity supplied is 14. When the price is 900, quantity supplied is 16. So if you connect these coordinates, you can get upward sloping curve. So this is the supply curve. So remember, supply curve has an upward slope. Why the supply curve is having an upward slope? Because price and quantity supplied has a positive relationship. So this is pretty much in summary. What is supply? How does a supply curve look like? How does a supply schedule look like? And what is the relationship between price and quantity supply? In other words, we call it the slope supply. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you truly did, please do not forget to comment and share your ideas about these videos. Thank you for watching Econ with Megha.